Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is John Hanlon. I am the Douglas County Sheriff. This afternoon, I'm able to share with you information about the deceased victims. The information I am about to provide will be posted at www.flashalerteugene.net so that you may have the proper spellings and details. The victims are Lucero Alcarez of Roseburg, 19 years old. Quinn Glenn Cooper of Roseburg, 18 years old. Kim Saltmarsh Dietz of Roseburg, 59 years old. Lucas Eibel of Roseburg, 18 years old. Jason Dale Johnson of Winston, 33 years old. Lawrence Levine of Glide, 67 years old. Mr. Levine was the teacher. Serena Dawn Moore of Myrtle Creek, 44 years old. Trevin Taylor Onpak of Sutherland, 20 years old. And Rebecca Ann Carnes of Myrtle Creek, 18 years old. At this time, I'd like to introduce Fire Chief Greg Marler of Fire District Number 2, who would like to make a few comments regarding two of our victims. Chief?
Thank you, Sheriff. It saddens me to announce that two of these victims were actually members of our immediate fire and EMS family. Obviously, we are family, and this hurts. This situation is personal to us, and we share in the pain that this community is feeling right now. But I want to let everyone know our service and our response will not be affected in the light of this tragedy. We're working actively with law enforcement in their investigation, and then we ask that all questions be forwarded through their public office. I have some remarks from the family. The Anspaugh family, for Trevin Anspaugh, would like us to thank everybody for their heartfelt thoughts and prayers during this difficult time. Trevin was one of the most positive young men, always looking for the best in life. Trevin was larger than life and brought out the best in those around him. In Justin and Kim's words, Trevin was a perfect son. Thank you.
We have a few more family statements that we would like to read. And so I will start with Sergeant Boyd from the Oregon State Police, who will read a statement from the Eibel family.
This statement is from the Lucas Eibel family. We have been trying to figure out how to tell everyone how amazing Lucas was, but that would take 18 years. Lucas loved Future Farmers of America, volunteering at Wildlife Safari, and Saving Grace Animal Shelter. He was an amazing soccer player. He graduated Roseburg High School with high academic marks. He was a Ford Family Foundation Scholarship recipient. He was an Umpqua Community College Scholars Award recipient. He was studying chemistry. Memorial donations can be made to Roseburg High School FFA and to the injured victims.
I will now read a statement from Jason Johnson's family. The statement reads, Jason Johnson, age 34, was proud to be a Christian. Jason recently enrolled in school at Umpqua Community College. Jason's mother said that Jason was proud of himself for enrolling in school, and so was his mother. They felt that Jason had finally found his path. His family says that he will be loved and missed. And now I will ask Sergeant Boyd again to come up and read a statement from the Cooper family.
I will read a portion of the Quinn Cooper family statement. We are shocked this has happened. Quinn was only 18 years old. He had just graduated from Roseburg High School in June. Yesterday was his 4th day of college. Quinn was funny, sweet, compassionate, and such a wonderful, loving person. He always stood up for people. Quinn and his brother Cody were inseparable. Quinn was going to take his brown belt test on October 10th. He loved dancing, voice acting, and playing ingress with Cody. I don't know how we're going to move forward with our lives without Quinn. Our lives are shattered beyond repair. We send our condolences to all the families who have been so tragically affected by the strange gunman. No one should ever feel the pain that we are feeling.
We know that the media are interested in speaking with the families, and we understand that. We are working very closely with them to arrange the release of these statements and photos. If they wish to do interviews, we will arrange those opportunities for them as well. At this time, all of the families are asking for privacy. We would ask that you would respect that. We would request that you help them work through these most tragic days ahead. This includes our emergency response families who themselves have suffered losses. First responders are not doing interviews, and we ask that you allow them to go about their work. I do not want to make a clarification regarding the number, I do want to make a clarification regarding the number of injured. We have confirmed with the hospitals that there were indeed 9 victims who were transported and treated, not 7. So to repeat, we have 9 injured, not 7, 9, and the death toll remains at 10, which includes the shooter. Again, we are still requesting anyone with information or photos or videos to call 1-800-CALL-FBI. Now, I would like to introduce Janet Holland, the Executive Director of the Community Health Alliance, to talk to us about the mental health resources that we have available. Janet?
Thank you, Sheriff Hamlin. I wanted to let you know that Community Health Alliance's staff are committed to helping this community recover from this tragic incident. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected. CHA's mental health care specialists are already on scene at Umpqua Community College, at Mercy Hospital, and at the Douglas County Fairgrounds. They are assisting our citizens that are in need. CHA has a 24-hour hotline to assist anyone in need of help during this tragedy. That number is 800-866-9780. For anyone needing to talk to someone during normal business hours, they are encouraged to call either 541-440-3532, or during this weekend, we will have drop-in hours at many locations across the community, including the Ford Family Foundation, our offices at Annex B on the Mercy campus. This is really hard. In the days and weeks to come, our CHA staff will be working with other healthcare professionals as well as state and local agencies to assist Douglas County residents recover from this unfortunate incident. I have been totally amazed by the outpouring of support across the state. We have received offers from the community, from Colorado, and we will be coordinating those resources to make sure that the needs of our residents are taken care of. We will be open on Saturday and Sunday from 9 until 8 at both our offices at Stewart Parkway at Annex B, as well as at the Ford Family Foundation. I want to remind everybody that during this tragedy, there's some things that we can all do. One is follow your normal routine. Do what you do on a regular basis. Second, take care of yourself. This was an opportunity. My son was at Umpqua Community College, and I had him actually lots of hugs last night. That was the most important thing, and let him talk. I let him talk about what his experiences were. The other thing is talk to people. Third, turn off the media and take a break. I think that sometimes we can get inundated by all the media, and it can be overwhelming. I talked to my mother yesterday, and she also said, I need a break from this. It is important that we all take care of ourselves. And lastly, we need to help each other. I have been, and I was born and raised in this community. I have witnessed firsthand the resiliency of this community, and I know that together we can get through this. Thank you.
We'll have an opportunity for questions as soon as we get through this, if you could hold on to that, please. I'd now like to introduce Vanessa Becker. She's on the chair of Board of Trustees with the Umpqua Community College. Vanessa?
Thank you, Sheriff Hanlon. I'm here today representing Umpqua Community College and also here representing myself as a community member of this incredible community. I want to express my deep condolences to all of the families that were affected, that were listed today, as well as those who are injured, and all of our first responders and people who have been on the ground since yesterday. I want to join my colleagues and my community members up here in saying thank you to the local community and their response. Thank you to our statewide community, our national community, and even international community support. So just want to let you know we're feeling it and we're grateful for that. I want to also confirm that our focus right now at the college is really to support students and faculty and staff, and that's what our major focus is right now. We're in the process of mobilizing buses for students who have questions that need to get up and get their vehicles that are still on campus. There are buses that are happening that are being staged right now at the fairgrounds, Douglas County Fairgrounds, at 3 o'clock. So I encourage folks that if they have cars that they need to get returned, arrive at the fairgrounds at 3 o'clock. We also, as Janet mentioned, have some additional trauma-informed counselors and mental health professionals to help support folks at the fairgrounds as well. So, thank you.
And now I'd like to invite the Roseburg City Manager up, Lance Colley.
Said this last night. It's one of the hardest things anyone will ever have to do. Something that we hope would never happen anywhere, much less our community. I want to thank all of the people who showed up last night at the vigil to provide support for the families. I want to thank all of the people, the first responders, law enforcement, mental health, the folks from the college, for their response to this tragedy. And I want to say that there really has been an international and national response to this. People have been reaching out to us, people who have had similar tragedies, too many similar tragedies, both international and national. What we're asking our community to do now is reflect on this, try to support the families, certainly support the college, support people that they know who have been affected by this, and help us all move forward. There are a couple of things going on in the community right now that individuals can do to help. There are blood drives. I understand the one today has basically been overwhelmed, but the Red Cross will continue to have blood drives. You can contact them to schedule giving blood or go on to the Red Cross website locally to donate. There has been a few relief funds set up. IMUCC relief funds set up locally at Umpqua Bank, and at any Umpqua Bank branch, people can walk in or contact them to donate to the IMUCC Relief Fund. Cascade Community Credit Union locally. The Greater United Way is helping coordinate this. If people want to help, please contact them. And I particularly want you all to keep the families in your prayers. Please honor their privacy. Please know that we, with their help, with the help of the college, will move forward. And please take an opportunity to recognize what a great community this is and what a great response they made. Thank you.
So at this time, we'll answer a few questions. And sir, I know you had one. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to mention, I failed to mention that classes are canceled for next week. We're not allowed to get into buildings quite yet, so we don't have an announcement of when that will be, but next week we are not having classes, so I wanted to make sure folks knew that.
Okay, we'll handle a few questions, sir.
Thank you. Was the shooter a student at the college, and was he taking that class? And then the second part is, was there any, did he leave behind any papers, any statements he wanted to make about it?
Yeah, those questions are all questions that we have intentions of answering as this investigation continues, but at this point, we don't have those answers to report and share.
Can you clarify what you mean by members of the EMS family? Were they EMS workers?
Trevin Anspaugh was a son of one of our firefighters with the fire district, and Rebecca Carnes was a niece of one of our paramedics with the fire district.
One more question.
Sheriff, the person who, the older person who was killed, the 67-year-old was the instructor. Can you tell us a bit, or is anyone able to give us a bit of background on this person?
I'm sorry, I can't. I don't have any other information other than what I gave you tonight. I'm sure soon there will be something more.
Can you confirm whether the shooter was committed suicide or whether he was killed by police staff?
At this point, that's all part of the investigation that's ongoing, and that determination hasn't been made. Thank you. That'll be the last question.
All right, guys, that is a wrap on that news conference. Obviously, this is the first time we're getting official word on those victims. Very sad indeed. You can see the pictures of some of those victims, those students that were killed yesterday at Umpqua Community College. Very sad to look at. Obviously, it is a tragedy, and any other news conferences that come in will give you that live here on News Now.